Alright, so this is our presentation on cyberbullying. So the term cyberbullying, according to the kids support organisation Boys Town, is a form of bullying in which perpetrators use electronic means, such as the internet or mobile phones, to aggressively and intentionally harm someone. Unfortunately for the users of Australia, the current rapid increase of technology has only made such tasks incredibly easy to perform, even anonymously. A study by the Child Health Promotion Research Centre found that cyberbullying occurs most prominently in the late primary and early high school years. However, such an intricate topic can be very hard to properly study, as it relies on the honesty of children. This same study also showed that females experience cyberbullying more prevalently than males, according to the group studies that it researched. These infographics, taken from the aforementioned Boys Town, break down the types of cyberbullying that can occur and how prevalent they are amongst different age groups, as well as the effectiveness of different strategies used by victims to counter the cyberbullying. According to the first infographic, name-calling, abusive comments, and rumour spreading are by far the most popular forms of cyberbullying to occur amongst every age group. The most common and most successful action was to tell an adult, with 76% of those who tried this saying it was a helpful strategy to utilise. The least effective strategies were doing nothing and confronting their bullies. Unfortunately, the study also shows that of the low percentage who attempted to retaliate through cyberbullying, more than half of those found that the actions seemed helpful to them, which doesn't help the problem of cyberbullying in the long run. McAfee, which is part of Intel Security, also did a study on cyberbullying amongst teens. They found that 87% of youths have witnessed cyberbullying during their 2014 study, compared to 27% from the 2013 study. This is essentially a tripled rise in the amount of youths confessing to witnessing cyberbullying online. The 2014 study also showed that 24% of youths discussed not knowing what they should do should cyberbullying occur to them. These results are alarming, as they show a very large increase in the amount of cyberbullying that appears to be occurring in youths, as well as a confusion on how to deal with the situation that may involve cyberbullying. One of the clear ideas that seems to be easily noticed from the studies mentioned is that the importance of attempting to reduce cyberbullying through programs run at schools or child-related organisations is at an all-time high. Cyberbullying during schooling years is becoming more observable every year, and from the information discussed before, it appears that discussing with an adult seems to be a somewhat helpful action for sufferers of cyberbullying.
There are many effects of cyberbullying. Cyberbullying displays major impacts on not only its victims, but its perpetrators. Starting with the victims, there are major negative issues that arise, such as physical, mental, and emotional health implications. Given that there are many different types of cyberbullying, there are also many different types of environmental impacts and private issues that arise. Victims of cyberbullying are known to experience major issues such as increased anxiety, suicidal thoughts, depression, eating disorders, and potential suicide. One of the environmental impacts that can play a role in igniting the situation is bullying between students that either go to the same school during school or out of school. Given the perpetrators from the same school, it has resulted in an increased number of victims avoiding school. Victims of school-based cyberbullying are shown to miss more school days than those victims who are not bullied by other students. Victims who have experienced cyberbullying out of school environment are known to show tendencies in increased depression and thoughts of running away from home. Perpetrators are also likely to display future negative impacts psychologically, mentally, and physically. Perpetrators of cyberbullying are highlighted to display increased rates of substance abuse and aggressive behaviours such as assault and domestic violence. There are many different reactions for genders, so there are numerous amounts of research that has highlighted the gender differences between the victims, perpetrators, and witnesses of cyberbullying. One of the main differences between the genders is that females would display more anxious effects due to more sexual abuse form of cyberbullying, whereas males would be victims of more name-calling. Females are known to report when experiencing cyberbullying or are a witness to someone that has been cyberbullied, whereas males would be less likely to report it. Nordal, Beran and Dietrich state the fact that there are several reasons why girls will report a greater impact than boys. Girls may report more impact than boys because of the gender differences in conversational styles, as many boys believe that informing others about their problems may place them in unfavourable light. Some ways to stop cyberbullying. One of the major ways to stop cyberbullying is to educate not only our victims and perpetrators, but also parents and school teachers and also counsellors about the different types of cyberbullying and the different effects it can have on female and male victims and its perpetrators. It is extremely important to educate schools, counsellors and parents who have about cyberbullying, as it is shown to occur at a school level, and they will be able to educate and provide the right support to females and males for different situations. Another way is offering constant support to victims as well as the perpetrators. Females are known to report cases of cyberbullying compared to males. It is important to offer support to both genders and highlight that it is okay and it is encouraged that any form of cyberbullying should be reported immediately. Another way to stop cyberbullying is continuous research and stamp out any incidences of cyberbullying. Continuous research will display key areas as to why cyberbullying occurs. By understanding why it occurs, schools, parents and the government could look at stopping it. Having a zero tolerance and harsher punishments for perpetrators of cyberbullying in schools and online will reduce these incidents from occurring. Thank you.